They're located on 670 plots of land with a length 7,450 yards and 27 homes. The cost was decided by the world-renowned Smith Curry Design Business House from 530 to 19. The word plantation stems from the fact that the area used to be a plantation of sugarcane, pineapple, and tapioca. The wing shape of the building was decided by Mr. Smith Owayawat. The course was selected to be a venue for Honda PLJ Thailand in 2009.
Facility and clubhouse. There are workshop, restaurant, kiosk, locker, putting and shipping in, and driving range.
Organization chart. General Manager Miss Pilaiporn Tawima. Operation Division Miss Nara Kim. Food and Beverage Manager Mr. Bunchai Yao Food and Beverage Supervisor Western and Western.
Job description or routine job. When we have to prepare the condiments, 2 coffee press, 3 wash the spoon, fork and chopstick, 4 wash the glass, 5 set the equipment on the table, 6 set up the table, and 7 clear the dish from the table.
Table setting for meeting room and banquet food and beverage service. Set up a conference room for BNI Business Network International that will be held weekly on Wednesday with and short coffee mug, arrange tissue, push cover on the chair and table, arrange paper and pencils. Problem and solution. The problem is that there are many dishes that Korean customers want to eat, but they run out of food. As a result, customers feel frustrated that they do not get the food they want and therefore do not eat. My initial solution is to apologize to the customer and recommending another Korean dish that are still available for customer to eat. Finally, the customer arranged to eat.
For me, there was a group of foreigners ordering the food, and then there is someone in the group buy at the Buta Shabu Salad menu. So I think he ordered this menu, and then I repeat the order. They were okay. So when the food is served to the table, their expression changed and said that I did order this menu. I ordered the potato salad menu. After that, I apologized to the customer and asked the customer if they still accept potato salad. They said yes, it's okay. Then I ordered potato salad for the customer and the customer understood the
knowledge gained. The experience gained from this internship met clients of various international, practice listening and speaking in English, Korean, and Japanese. Problem solving, flair, and promptness in service. Be responsible for correcting your own mistake and improving yourself in your next job.
For me, indeed, internships made me more mature and be patterned. I learned many things over the course of 3 months. Met the new people from different nationality and also met the colleagues who was nice and kind to me. They taught me the things that I had never done before and gained the new knowledge. Know to solve the problem and experience in actual working condition that can be used in the future. Thank you for your listening.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me thank you for coming here today. Let me introduce the member of our group. For the first one is me. My name is Sivadom Pakmalana, Miss Jirawan Bunsanom, Miss Nantisha Pransawan, and the last one is Mr. Pirapat Khiampunklang. We are the first year student majoring in Business English in Rajasima Rajapat University. So today we are going to presentation on our internship experience at Siam Country Club Learning Hills. In this part of my presentation, we will focus on 5 parts with our company background, organization chart, job description, problem and solution, and knowledge gain. So I will begin by company background of Siam Country Club Learning Hills. Siam Country Club Learning Hills launched in January 2020 under Siam Motor Group companies. Siam Country Club Learning Hills is a large golf course. There are a total of 18 holes with a total area of 584 acres. The design concept actually focuses on traditional elements associated with natural course of the past, stunning and dramatic views, and optional life of attract in a rich, sitting, great, truly venerable homes. The landscape treatment varies from sand, marshland, and high star, based surround to thicket of tea to open vista of the mountains.
Next, I would like to talk about the location of Loading Hill, Siam Country Club. Loading Hill is located on 15/16 Hมู่ 9, Phongsath District, Banamung District, Chonburi Province, 20150.
Organization chart, Who's Beverage Manager, Who's and Beverage Supervisor, Captain, Waiter, and Waitress. Everyone within the department work under the commands of the department manager, which work according to the following position. The food and beverage manager is in charge of taking care of everything in the restaurant, followed by the position of food and beverage supervisor. Will receive instruction from the manager on the management and maintenance of the restaurant.
Next, the position of captain is responsible for sharing duty with all employees in the restaurant and solving problems when there is problem with customers. And the last position is waiter or waitress. The duty is to work according to the orders assigned to take care of customers. Job description or routine job. The duties and responsibility of a waiter or waitress include welcoming and seating guests, taking guest orders, communicating them effectively to the kitchen, and in addition, memorizing the menus and offering recommendation to upsell appetizer, desserts, or drink.
Partner work directly with customer by mixing and serving drink or managing inventory and cleaning bar supply. In addition, handle food order directly from customer the order waitress and inform customer of any special restock by inventory and manage the overall bar operation.
For the problem that we have encountered, during for the first training period, we were quite excited. It's making us feel not confident to taking customer order, which may cause a mistake in receiving the order. But we gradually to try we gradually try to train and observe the staff to see how to take in customer order and improve ourselves.
Problem and solution. The customer is angry because the food is late. And the solution to this problem is we apologize and try to keep the customer calm down and accelerate the process of following the customer menu. That will be completed by how many minutes? And then come back to inform the customer that your food will be completed by how many minutes. But another case that we encountered is that the customer is still angry that we cannot fix it. We call supervisor or manager to talk to customer instead of solving this problem ourselves.
Problem and solution. My problem is unclear listening to customer and therefore causing the wrong order to be issued. I solve the problem is have the customer speak again and thoroughly.
Problem and solution. For the first time, I couldn't remember the food list and made the conversation with the guest outside. I solved the problem by remember the food list every day and practicing reading aloud.
So let's move on to knowledge again. From this intern. สไลด์มันไม่เด็ก
มันไม่ไปหรอ
From this internship, I gain additional professional experience beyond the classroom and can also apply the knowledge from theory to practice. It makes me develop myself and have more self-confidence and readiness to take responsibility for future assignment and learn about the organizational culture of the workplace.
Knowledge and experience just from this internship is working with others whether they are in the same organization or different organization. Because during the internship, we are assigned to serve customers who come to watch the tournament at the World Cup Golf Tournament, also known as the Honda LPGA. This is the sort that makes us learn to adapt to other people so that we can work with others.
Knowledge did from the internship are real work. Experience internship are completely different from classroom learning, which give us real experience from real people who work.
Knowledge is one of the most important things I can get from an internship is found knowledge. This can include knowing how to fulfill tasks that are relevant to your desired career path and sharpening the skill that you already possess.
Well, this brings me to the end of our presentation. We hope that the information we have presented will be useful to those who are interested, and we hope you enjoy our presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me thank you for coming here today. Please allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Samla Kagatov and Ms. Nishanan Lugatov. We are 4th-year student majoring in Business English at Nakhon University. All right, we are going to present you about our internship experience at Bantam Grand School. Before we start, we have to run into a part, whether it be a school background, school chart, routine job, problem solution, and knowledge gain. Okay, and we start with the first one, school background, and will be spoken by Ms. Nishanan Lugatov.
I'm going to start with school background. Ban Tung Khat School is located at Ward 5, Chaliang Sub-District, Phonbury District, Nakhon Ratchasima Province. It established on September 18, 1943 with the name of Prachaban Tambun Shet Nai. It provides courses from primary 1 to primary 2 by using the temple's provenance as the classroom. In 1952, it was opened to primary 4 by Mr. Pang as a principal. In 59, Mr. Paitun Wongtipakon moved to take the position of principal and moved to the school land, then built a school building on November 28, 1959 as a temporary school and moved to study in a new school building at the beginning of the year 1960 and named the new school Bantukan School, which had been used until now and also provide process kindergarten to primary 6.
And moreover, the administration of current school director, Mrs. Sokit Kandishod, Mrs. Jinla Sairan, Deputy of School, and teachers are part of promoting quality learners, whether it be academic and others. And that have been accepted by community in the service area and also community that have sent their children to study in the school. And that's why the number of the students is increasing in every passing year.
Organization chart, Bantukan School, which are school director, deputy director, academic department, head of academic department, planning and budgeting department, head of planning and budgeting department, human resources department, head of human resources department, general administration department, head of general administration department. Next, routine job. To recommend students about how to use basic English vocabulary appropriately for the language level of students that can be easily understood by presenting English one word in the morning every day. Checking boxes of paper to prepare for teachers and students. English class for primary 1.
And this slide is being assistant invigilator for Science and Math Genius Competition 2022. And moving next to the next slide. Okay, so this slide is about being assistant to train the talented students for participating in the 70 National Student Arts and Crafts Fair Northeastern Region Academic Year 2022 Lloyd Province as a storytelling and impromptu speech grade 4 to 6 competition. And the result was shown that the true students received gold medal certificates from these competitions. And next, I would like to talk about problem and solution. Okay, so problem is about students were facing difficulties in using English in everyday life because most students use Thai to communicate. When they have to communicate in English, they lack of confidence and were afraid of misspelling, misspeaking, and mispronunciation. So the solution is using a technology for development and create motivation in using basic English communication in daily life for them and trying to make a English sentence and use basic English and communicate in class.
Problem and solution. Students don't have communicate themselves. They are afraid to communicate in English, afraid to explain themselves, and they are embarrassed if they wrong answer questions. And solution. The solution is the use of teaching technology by English songs to make students more excited, and interested in them.
So this slide is the last topic as knowledge gain. And for me, improve speaking and listening skill through activities and training students for participate in storytelling and gain more discipline and accept responsibility and boost my confidence. And the last one, how to work well with others.
For me, I learned about train myself to work systematically, learning with others, knowing the working society. Be trained to control oneself with discipline and responsibility. Learn the work experience to improve myself and have the courage to explain myself and use reason to solve problems coming. Just bring me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wow.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nanta Kampusem. Today, I am presentation about internship at Not the Best School. Table of content: the first, company background; second, organization chart; third, job description; fourth, performance version; and the last one, knowledge gap. Next slide. Company background: Ban Nong Tabak is located in the forest of Dong Illinois in the reserve forest preparation area. There is a large swamp. This swamp was called Nong Tabak. After that, the government allowed it to open as a local school named Ban Nong Tabak School, opened for the first time on May 1st, 1970, with Mr. Gao Silawong Vichar as the first principal. Next slide. Organization chart. Principal. Next, Education Committee. Next, Academic Administration. Practice Management. Personal Management. General Management. Next, Academic Management Committee. Budget Management Committee. Personal Management Committees. General Management Committees. Next, Participants EQ committees, teachers, next, guardians, students, and the next slide. Job description: assigned as a librarian at the library and assigned as support staff member who assist English teacher with classroom interactions and help the academic department to deliver documents. And the next slide. Participants in master training to learn organize learning activity in the form of active learning, non-camp activity. Next slide. The theme of Wanam Kiao farewell ceremony. English activity in free time. Problem and solution. Problem: students misunderstand, confuse each other with their language-based communication in the classroom, and some students are afraid to speak and answer questions because they feel insecure about themselves. Solution: discuss and exchange feelings with students, make them comfortable for speaking and answering questions, and give them confidence in the student to improve their oral ability to foster analysis and synthesis of different viewpoints about a problem. And the next slide. Knowledge gain, strengthen professional skill, transferable skill, right communication, teamwork, professional etiquette, and learning with others. Knowing the working society work actors can usually already be developed to ensure appearance. End of my presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you all so much for coming here today. As you probably know, I'm Chandisha Panmi. I'm a fourth-year student majoring in Business English at Nakhon Ratchasima Ratchapat University. Today, my presentation, I would like to talk about internship at Phuket Honeymoon Tour. I work there as guide assistant. Okay, in my presentation, we will focus on 5 parts. First, I will begin by explaining about company background. And next, I will like to talk about organization chart. And third, job description. Fourth, problem and solution. And the last one, knowledge gain. So like I start with the first part is background of the company. Phuket Honeymoon Tour is a tour operation activity that have a sailing boat, which are two types of the boat is catamaran yacht and speedboat. Phuket Honeymoon Tour was opened on 1 June 2016. Phuket Honeymoon Tour is located at Jaffa Garden Home, Chalong, Sub-District, Phuket Mueang, District Phuket. And next slide, where you talk about organization chart. First, this company is opened by Mrs. Desini Jarandit, and there are 3 types of department. First, reservation department who work with an operator and IT officer. Second, Mrs. Prabhavati Yinjalan, she is a human resource. And the last department, her name is Utumpon Jarandit. She is a manager. She is general manager who work with guide. And for the third point, I will talk about job description. When I arrive at the company, the first thing I have to prepare a document about accident insurance before customer arrive at the company. When they arrive at the company, I have to check about their name of their booking and the group member of them. And then tell them to write about accident insurance. I will ask about first name, surname, passport number, and date of birth. After that, before I start the program, we will spend time at the company about 30 to 40 minutes. While we waiting there, we have to give some general information about the program to our customer and answering the questions that customer may have. After 40 minutes, we will bring customer to the catamaran yacht. At there, I have to check the life ticket before I start the program and tell them again about the activity or information about the place that we are going to visit. Then we will check about 1 hour from Shillong Pier to the Kolo Island. When arrive at the Kolo Island, we will go to the backside of the Kolo Island to do the first activity is snorkeling. Before customer do the activity, I will check the life ticket and snorkel mat for them again. And then we will move to the beach of the Kolo Island. At there, customer will spend time and do an activity. While they are spend time at the Kolo Island, I have to take care of the children and look after their belonging. And before I finish the program, I will check about their address, their hotel address, and contact the driver to pick them up. That's all I have to talk about job description. And here is some picture of the work that I do at the Phuket Honeymoon Tour. And next, I want to talk about problem and solution. Normally, our program will start about 8:45, not more than 9 in the morning. But some of our customers there live in
live in different hotel and might be so far from my company. So they may take a long time to arrive at the company. But some of our customers that arrive near at the company, so they doesn't take a long time to arrive. And when they arrive and waiting for a long time, they might be angry and start asking about the question, such as why we don't start the program or why we start the program late. So the first thing I learned how to work with a team with different departments such as operator, admin or guide, and the driver or captain and the boat. Work there, our tour guide will give me some general information about the program before I start. They will provide how to answer the question or how to talk with a customer. And the most importantly that I've learned here is to solve with problem. And I learned about companies' works section. And I know that planning before work is very important. We have to plan before start the trip and to end trip on the time. That's all I have to talk about my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming here with us today. I would like to introduce myself and my team. My name is Prishya Gajing, and this is Miss Pathamapani Tungdi and Miss Sudhira Kaikun. So today we would like to make a presentation about the 3-month internship experience at Malisa Villa Suite. So let's get started with our content. We have divided our content into 5 parts. So let's get started with So let's get started with company background, which is Ms. Pathamapani will inform you about it. Company background, Malisa Villa Suite is the 5-star luxury hotel that's opened in March 2007 and is located on Ketat Beach, southwest of Phuket Island. There are 21 villas with swimming pool and in-room kitchen divided into 4 room types. Pool villa, superior pool villa, premier pool villa, and family pool villa. This hotel is designed for the couple and friends to enjoy relaxing beach escape on Thailand-based Love Holiday Islands. And let's move on to the next part. And the next one, I would like to talk about organization chart. And Malisa Villa Suite has front office department, and below front office department, there are villa host and restoration officer. Next is food and beverage department, housekeeping department, purchasing department, and engineering department. We work in front office department and food and beverage department position, and with Mr. Daniel as a supervisor. And let's move on to the next point. So this part is for the job descriptions and our daily routine. So me and Pathamapani works as a villa host there, and Miss Sudhira is work at food and beverage attendants. So let's get start with the villa host first. So, as I told you before, we are villa hosts. So when we start work there, we need to read the logbook. The logbook is the book that the previous ship have written about the unfinished tasks. We need to complete them, follow up them, and try to finish them in our ship. And then we will prepare our key for the today arrival key. After that, we are checking out at 12 o'clock, so we need to call to the room to remind the guests politely that they need to check out in time. And then after that, we prepare the welcome drink for the today guest arrival. before 2 p.m. And when the guest is arrived, we go out to welcome them, greet them, and serve them the welcome drink, asking them for the information such as passport, email, their signature, and then we will escort them to the room. And on top of that, I would like to show you about how we work. This is the example when we go to checking the room for ensure that everything inside the room is ready for the guest and nothing like the problem or nothing broken. And if there are some and if something checking the room, we go back to the lobby and waiting for the guest request. We attend everything that guest need or the problem that they have faced. Sometimes we need to upsell the tour tips for the taxi service for them. And sometimes we also need to booking for the other company or the restaurant for the guest. We need to ensure that everything that guest needs is attended. And then when we finish everything, we need to update guest information in the system and then update in immigrations in the website. And after that, we need to send the picture to the food and beverage department to make them know that what the guests look like. And we need to memorize all the guest face, the villa number, to make sure that when the guests go outside, we can call to the housekeeping of department and tell them that the guest is going out, they can go inside and clean up the room. So this is what we do every day, and I will let Miss Suthida Thaiklung tell you guys about food and beverage department.
Yes, so next I would like to talk about job description about FB department or food and beverage department. For the first one, step 1, I prepare beverage such as juice, milk, infused water in the buffet line. And step 2, greet customer and direct customer to the table, describe the menu, and answer their question about the menu item and special. And step 3, take food and drink order from the customer. Step 4, prepare drink order such as coffee, tea, and coconut water. Step 5, serve food and drink to the customer at their table. Step 6, deliver food and drink from the kitchen to the customer room. We call it is like a room service. And the next step is Okay, let's move on to the step 7, accept payment and provide customer with receipt. And the last step 8, we just I clean workspaces such as dining table and bar, wash the cup and wipe the cutlery.
By creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
เขาโชว์เกือบล้นน่ะ เกือบล้น โอ้เพอร์เฟกต์นี่รูปอะไรอ่ะ
So let's move on to the next part. This is a problem and solution that we have faced during the time we doing internship there. So let's get started by me. Most of the problem sometimes is I cannot take the guest request because some problem is out of my control, such as internet access, parcel with being late, and the room is lady. So I solve the problem by talking to the guest. The compromising is the most important thing. We need to apologize them no matter if we are wrong or not, because we are villa host, we are the front desk. We need to face them. We are the first one that face the problem that the guest complain, and we need to explain them about what happening and offering them the better things that we can do as much as we can as a trainee. Sometimes we need to send the apology good pay if we cannot fix the problem. And so yeah, this is the problem that and how I fix fix this problem. So listen, for me, the problem is communication with the guest, because most of the guests in the hotel come from different countries, and many guests in the hotel cannot speak and cannot understand English language. So I solve the problem by using translate to listen to what guest needed help, or sometimes I go to the guest room when the guest need help, but can explain it to us over the phone.
So my problem is misunderstanding, because during busy period, there may be incorrect order, or maybe I took the wrong order, or maybe the kitchen dished out the order to the wrong table, or maybe it was miscommunication, because sometimes there are many of customer which are many of different accents, and I may not be able to hear the customer clearly, and so therefore the order is incorrect for the customer. How to solving the problem? Firstly, I apologize to the customer for an incorrect order and let the customer know that I will double check on their order, and then bring the dish back to the kitchen to certify, and then offer refill their drinks or a free side dish while they wait. And next time, try to repeat the order that the customer ordered clearly, and contact the contact the kitchen and organize more clearly than before.
So this leads us to the last part of our presentations, which is knowledge gain after we doing the internship here. So for me, I have learned a lot of things from here. First, I learned how to handle unexpected problem or situation that I never faced before in the classroom. Second, I learned about how to work with the other department to achieve our goal, which is to make the guest satisfied with our service. Third, I learned how to be more patient, no matter I'm wrong or not in that situation, because just one guest that feel bad about our service can cause a lot of problem after. So I need to be a lot of patience. I need to be so calm down, compromising with them, and try to make them feel good about our service as much as I can. So when the guest needs something and have the problem, I need to solve them with the best solutions I can do. For me, being intern here give me a many experience. First, learned the teamwork is very important because we work in shift. If any shift have problem and we don't know about the problem in this shift, we have it will make too more difficult to us forward. The second is liaising with the various departments in the hotel, because when the guest have any problem or need something, we have to coordinate with the other department for the guest. And the third is work on the document must be organized and correct. And lastly, this space also gives me more pride to communicate with the foreigner.
For me, in 3 months of my internship, the first thing I learned how to make coffee and tea, and I also learned how to make the latte art. It was challenging for me because I hadn't made it before, and I learned how to clean up, set up the table, and I had a lot of experience I had a lot of opportunity to speak more English with foreigners, colleagues, and customers, especially the customer when I talk to them. One thing that I learned that I have to keep smiling on my face all the time because it always affects on customer's mind. And this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.